Hinks and Deakin, and they are going to talk to me about my painting for once. So they are going to interview me. So go on, ask me weird stuff.
Did you start off with the titles?
Yeah, the title, yeah. So it's called Aurora Borealis. That was kind of intuitive thing at the last minute, really. It just reminded me of crazy things you might see in the sky.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you experienced Aurora Borealis?
No, not at all. Not at all. So it was more of an imaginative feeling of what it would be like than actually in relation to talk to your experience of landscape. It was something I just imagined, not I've ever experienced.
Sure. See the connection with the colours and sort of the floating form too.
It does. I guess it does relate to those kind of visual phenomena.
But particles as well. I think
particles.
I suppose one of the amazing things about the Aurora Borealis is it's one of the few visual representations of electrical activity on the grand scale, so sort of the interface between molecules and things. Interesting. It's actually happening.
Yeah, wow, it's actually we can see it.
Physics in action. Anyway, I shouldn't digress. But
but basically I've always loved sort of, pretty kind of paintings like Monet or Matisse or any of those kind of things. And, I want to make paintings that are basically quite visually enjoyable. There's not meant to be anything too complicated or deep about it. But at the same time, you can't recreate those Matisse and Monet. I think that would just be boring, just to churn it out. And I wanted to make a painting that I would want to see in a gallery if I was going to a gallery. And then I've always loved the band, the Jesus and Mary Chain. Do you remember them? Yeah. And so they did like those pretty Beach Boys songs, and like pretty stuff, and they covered it with noise and feedback and distortion. And so I've been working on doing these kind of quite pretty-ish sort of backgrounds, and then I cover them with the black and white shapes, which are like a visual metaphor for noise and distortion and feedback. So hopefully in the same way you're taking something kind of pretty and then mangling it a bit, but in a kind of pretty way. So you create something that's a little bit more
into sort of a reality of life.
Exactly. No, I think that's it. Our lives are all completely sort of frantic these days, aren't they? There's always chaos and noise, and even whatever you're doing, you can hear a lorry go by or
big city like London.
Exactly. It is very much. You get that feeling of constant noise and distraction.
I mean, in terms of the overall sort of activity, and thinking about that context, there's definitely a Mondrian thing, but Boogie Woogie, whatever it was called.
It's got very much that.
He was getting energy out of that noise and feedback and immersion in an urban world. But I can see a sort of connection there with how you've structured this, a sort of horizontality and vertical thing going on in the black and white. Is that something you think about?
Actually, it's just really interesting what you were saying about so it was just really interesting what you were saying about the city. In a way, I've always thought that, like you did landscapes, in a way I always wanted to paint like nice landscapes. But maybe I'm actually more inspired by the city than I've thought. Because like the Jesus and Mary Chain, I keep going on about, they've got a song where there's a song in it and they're singing along and they're sort of saying, at the end of it, they say they can't really bear trees, they find them boring. They like looking at like New York or something like that. They like that sort of modern industrial experience. And maybe you do end up painting where you live in a way. Whether or not
subliminally, that's taking over sort of. Because you have such a vibrant use of colours here, sort of, and also you're tied in also to. With the dribbles, you are sort of accepting sort of this must be painted up close and sort of.
Exactly. It is quite upright.
Do you see it also? The black and white structure is always floating when sort of the background has more sort of downward movements. Sort of,
I hadn't thought of that. That's quite interesting contrast as well.
Do you paint them in a different orientation?
I do. Interesting research, because all the drips obviously painted standing up. And then the black and white shapes put the thing flat in the garden and paint it down.
It's interesting how a simple thing like that actually creates a totally different feeling to it.
This way, the black and white, it creates this space and sort of this. You can imagine sort of that there's this divide between them and sort of having this contrasting form in colour and also sort of hard edge to then sort of something more liquid and fluid sort of this imaginary space then being drawn between sort of each of them.
It is absolutely. No, I'm going for those and trying to create those deeper imaginary spaces and as I say the harder edge of these bits, the soft bits, very much like art top 10, which is meant to be designed for sort of everybody to integrate with art. The same way I like, even though you could call it an abstract painting, but in a way it's a painting of music or sound or something like that. It isn't really abstract. But at the same time, if it is abstract, I do like to try and put in things that anybody can relate to. So, like you said, anybody can relate to the curvy shapes or the blocks.
There's a certain comedy.
Totally.
There's something familiarly funny about the black and white. I don't know what that is, but it's.
Well, loads of people say it's like sheep. they say it's like a sheep thing, but I'm quite.
I mean, looking now, I can see clouds and sort of staring up in the sky, and sort of all of them look like slightly different objects.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got those.
And everyone have their own interpretation of what they're actually seeing.
Totally.
But I think there's a graphic quality to something. Maybe it's something that the black and white reminds us of comics or something like that.
It's quite interesting.
A different language.
But I suppose, because I remember somebody saying at art school that the black and white is like, it's very much definite, isn't it? It's like print or like this, it's something hard, firm, serious, like a book. But everything else in the background is pretty like your imagination. So you've got that.
But going back to the process itself, it's a bit like, it's rather like Katie was saying before, it seems like you've got points in the process where it's completely arbitrary, and then other things are dictated by what's happened.
Well,
like you've gone around these shapes.
Well, no, and you know what? I was thinking exactly what she was talking about. But I had done that sort of process where I've put the chaos in and then I've gone to respond between the chaos and responded to the chaos.
Much like life in general.
Exactly. I was thinking, I think if you're going to paint these kind of paintings, you do have to worry all the time about where that arbitrariness comes in and why you're making the decisions you make. Because you want to make, and you just can't go back to those times when they were happily satisfied about putting a circle here and a square there. It's just too complicated to return to it.
Well, I went to this museum in Lisbon the other week when I was out there, and it was interesting how they curated that museum, because it was the whole of the 20th century pretty much formatted in terms of all the little political groups that formed, all these little alliances. And they would last for 2 to 3 years sometimes. And they felt so passionately about what they were doing, and it was very distinct from what the other group were doing. Yeah. And a lot of museums would just clump them all together and say, this was 20 years of abstract expressionism. Yeah. But they all thought they were doing completely different things to each other. And so, it feels like they just had that confidence to go, I'm just going to put this there and that there. But then all of it was deeply
interesting,
specific to their worldview and what they were trying to say, distinct from the other lot. And I was like, that really kind of made me think how differently we feel about art or culture production now compared to then. It doesn't feel political in that way, amongst the rest of the art community.
But I think we're more fractured, are we as well, do you think? We all make our own little worlds these days, don't we?
Isn't that
atomised, we don't really...
Quite atomised on here.
Atomised up. But it's interesting, we are more... Because I don't feel part of any group, I don't know.
No, so I think that's what's interesting about a show like this, for instance. I think in 1920, this range of different art styles of art just wouldn't have been turned out.
No, that's quite interesting.
This is a risk. I think this show...
So then abstraction is only 20 years old or so, or just started.
Well, exactly.
A lot's changed over the last 100 years.
It's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting to be in an exhibition that's got all these different things, but have sort of, loose connections and relationships.
It's quite coherent, I think, with the show, but it's also so varied and it's great the 3 people living into today to have each other.
But it is.
But there's connections, I think, they're all very different pieces.
It is interesting actually. There are a lot of connections and they're all linked. And I think we're all dealing with very similar sort of painting issues of today. Yeah. Did you feel, because sometimes do you wish you'd been painting at a different time, or you could more?
Maybe you'd have to know what's if you time travel, then you could be the first one to do a certain thing.
Be one of those sort of frontier painters in there, going off to the Wild West and doing those coming back and doing massive paintings. And
right.
they do some. I think there's always a downside. It's good to,
You can't change it.
Maybe one of those cave painters or the
cave painter. Wow. About that far. That's cool.
I'm not sure I'd want to be one of those cool painters who's just like constantly watching their back and trying to get the next portrait of some rich Duke or something, and annoying someone else, and all that politics would be
tough.
Anyway,
but it is interesting to see all the different ways we work with painting today. Nice one. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. You guys are very nice, and I will see you in the future. Okay. Hang on. There's more links to the extra interviews and things coming on. And anyway, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Cheerio. Bye.
Bomba clock.